Hey fans and subscribers to the Soriano Network and to the Chris Soriano podcast. We were going to open up the podcast today with a bit and some jokes, but we decided to open up the podcast and this latest Soriano Network piece a little bit differently. As you know, there was a tragic incident in South Carolina earlier this week where 9 people were dead after just a horrific tragedy. A sick person who had problems with race and problems with a lot of stuff in life decided to go into a place of prayer and sat there for an hour planning his attack. And then he shot up the place. There is no reprehensible act, no other reprehensible act I can think of than going in a place of worship and just shooting up the place. They caught him, and I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to give him any press. He doesn't deserve it. Quite frankly, he deserves to die. But I'm not going to say his name. You're not going to see his name mentioned on any Soriano Network material, any Chris Soriano podcast episode, any of my social media accounts. We will not be mentioning his name. We will not do it, because we don't want to give him the satisfaction of having his name out there. But he did say something when he was apprehended today that just sent chills down my spine. I was listening to it. It came across the news on CBS AM radio, and everyone just seemed so nice. And I almost didn't do it because they were so nice. That right there is sick. And all those people did was go to their church just to have just 60 minutes with their God and something that they believe in. And they walked into the church and they didn't come out. And they did come out. They came out in body bags. That is morbid. And to those 9 lives lost, our prayers are with the families. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families. A lot of people are trying so quickly to spin this into a political thing and gun control. There'll be time for that on the news talk shows, and there'll be time for that on the television talk shows, radio, and everything. But right now, let us grieve. Let us remember these people and just try and just digest what has happened here in South Carolina. Is it a race thing? Well, when the guy screams, I think black people are taking over the world, there's nothing that anyone that wants to not make this that, they can't spin it any other way. The man was a racist who had every intent, this white man going into an African American church and shooting up African American people. And that is a race thing. Now, granted, there's something not right with this sicko. But he's a sick racist. Yeah, you want to get, oh yeah, he's no, he's a crazy. He's a crazy racist. And he knew what he was doing. So to the Fox News and MSNBC try to make this about politics. Let these families grieve, please, before we make this about politics. There'll be a time and a place to discuss politics. But just let them grieve. And my hearts go out to all of the families affected in this. And it's just so sad, you know. You just go somewhere with the mindset of I'll see you later, and you don't, and that's very hard to take. But we stand with these families. And the Soriano Network wants to send our thoughts and our prayers. And just know that we're thinking of you. As the whole country should be doing.